Hey, what's good? What's good with my people, man? What's good with my traders out there? We are here with another video, and today we're just going to be talking about. Well, today we're just going to go over a trade that happened Friday. Now, I would have took this trade had Top Step not been playing with my damn account. I got a reset. I did a reset on one of my accounts, and they didn't give it to me like they usually do. They give it to you right away. It took them hours to send me my shit. So I literally had to sit here and watch this trade play off. But let's go to the daily real quick. So on the daily, actually on the weekly, we had a order block here. And so if we go down to the daily, we see that price has been coming down here, and we finally met into this order block on the weekly time frame. Now we go down to a 1 hour time frame, and we come to this. Actually, let's go to a 30-minute because this is going to look way better. So not only are we at an order block, but we had just taken sell side. So let me press the replay button just because I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, for people to see what I'm seeing here. But let's do it from like right here. So we got that order block. We've seen that price came down to the order block. We've seen that price has been dropping for a little while. So what I like to look for in the 2022 model, because this is a 2022 model trade that happened today. This is a pretty good one, damn near perfect one. But the way I like to use the 2022 model is I like to take my trades at areas like this where it's like an order block or something. Like for instance, we have that weekly order block. So I'm looking for something to come to a sell side of some sort. So and then I want to look for displacement. I want to look for some form of displacement. Now let's go down to the lower time frames. Now, when I came to the market, I actually woke up late. I should have been right here at 9:30. This is where I should have been looking at the market, but I didn't come in until around 10:50, 11 something. And so at 11 something, I'm like, okay, we already took sell side. We're at an order block. If we go back to the daily chart, we have actually is it a 4 hour chart? Yeah, no, it's a daily. We have this fair value. This fair value gap right here. So coming into the day, I would have been, even though it didn't reach up into it, coming into the day, I would have been thinking like, okay, I want to see if price can reach up into this fair value gap. Also, if you know ICT's core content stuff, especially I think it's like either month one or month two, he talks about and actually let me go to it. Let me show y'all real quick since I'm here. We're gonna go to the core content and we're gonna look at the notes that I took. If it'll load, come on now. All right, so it's actually on this page. Here we go. So we got Sunday open consolidation, Monday expansion, Tuesday reversal, Wednesday expansion, Thursday consolidation midweek, and Friday, that's what we were on, Friday, reverse or retrace. So what have we been doing? What have we been doing this whole entire time? We've been coming down. Now it's Friday. What is it likely going to do when it comes to an order block? It's going to retrace. So instead of coming into the day thinking like, okay, we got a power of 3, the candle was bearish yesterday, so I'm gonna come in thinking we're bearish again. No, you have to apply narrative to it as well. It's not just power 3. It's not just the strategy. It's not just the concept. It's the concept mixed with the narrative and the bias. You got to understand that we're at an order block. We got to understand what day it is. It's Friday. So what do we usually get on Fridays? We either get a reversal or we get a retracement. So if we know that, then we can come into the day and let's bring it back to the 30-minute where we have the sell side liquidity. So now price came and took the sell side liquidity, and then what do we get? So if we go down to this 2-minute time frame, what do we get here? Displacement. We get displacement here. And now what I like to do, how I like to trade, let's take it down even further. How I like to trade is I like to take my fib, and the reason why I'm taking my fib from here to here is because even though, yes, this is the low, it came up, and then we had a little consolidation, but this is where it actually took off and broke the high. So I'm tweeting my fib right there. So I take the low and I take it to the high, and then I want to enter in on the trade as price comes below. So as long as it comes and touches it, and it comes a little bit below it can really just touch it for real, and I'll get in. But most of the time, it's going to come a little bit lower. So my entry would have been in somewhere in this area. Maybe it might have got me in a little bit up here just because of the fact that it's real time and I'm trying to really think about how it actually be. You know what I'm saying? With commission and stuff like that. Like, you got to think about that stuff when you're back testing. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I will get in here and it will be a perfect entry. No, you got to understand that sometimes it's not going to be a perfect entry. So I may have got in here, or I could have gotten in here, depending on what I was doing at the time, depending on how fast I was and what my mind was thinking. I would have been able to get in. But when I came to the market, it was right here. It was in this area, and I was like, man, I want to take this trade, but I couldn't. I couldn't take it because I didn't have my account, and so uh, this would have been the trade right here. You know what I'm saying? 30 for 30, 1-to-1. And like I said, I need to see price come below the 50%. Why below the 50%? Because that is a discounted price. That's a discounted area. You want to buy high, and then you want to buy low, and you want to sell high. So we buying low at a discounted price, and we're taking it up. That would have been the most perfect trade right there. That trade would have been so easy. But because, certain things happen, didn't get it. But that's the trade that I wanted to go over and let y'all see. Like, this is a perfect example of a 2022 model. Perfect example. And you see it even clearer on the 2-minute and even more clearer on the 3-minute. But the 3-minute, you can see the gap more clear. The 3-minute, you can't see that short-term high being broken. It doesn't really seem like it, but when you come to the 1-minute, now you get to see that short-term high being broken. Now also, this is an order block as well because we have 3 consecutive down close candles. I didn't catch that at the time, so this is something new that I'm catching with y'all. But we have order block. We came to order block. We took sell side. We came above it. We had displacement. We have displacement on a short-term high. We have an order block. We came below the 50%. Like, there's so much confirmation in this. Like, this is one of those trades where you're like, bro, this has got to hit. Now, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you know that it can, not hit, but like, this is one of those trades where you're like, oh, okay, I'm willing to risk a little bit more if I need to or if I want to, because I know that everything is coming together. We had everything come together even down to the day, Friday being a reversal day, Friday being a retracement day. So what do we think possibly could probably happen on Sunday? Well, if we go back to Sunday, we have that open consolidation. So we might be consolidating today a little bit. And then Monday, what Monday might do, if we go back to the higher time frames, let's go to the daily. Monday might expand into this gap, possibly coming into the, hold on, let me change this up real quick. It's a selling balance. Coming into the gap, or we could even possibly come into the midway point. Now, Monday, that's Monday, right? Monday's the expansion day. Tuesday's usually the reversal day. So if we go back and look, where would likely the reversal happen if it's going to happen on Tuesday? It's going to happen in here. It's going to happen in this gap. That's where it's going to happen. And then Wednesday is the expansion day. So then we'll probably get the expansion back into maybe these lows. Maybe we don't even respect this order block as much. But also, if we look at the weekly, we see that the weekly also does the power of 3, but it goes by days. So Monday, and possibly a little bit of Tuesday, we're going to be pushing up into here. Tuesday, we're going to reverse. Wednesday, we're going to expand. That's the 3 days that it takes for it to become that power of 3 for the week. And then we may even see more down prices. But you got to understand that the weekly has that power of 3 as well. When you understand that, then you can start to really understand the days and when it's likely to reverse or when it's likely to expand or when it's likely to consolidate. Because bro, if you go back and you do your own back testing, you do your own work, and you go and you see it for yourself, you'll see that this stuff happens regularly. It doesn't happen exactly the same every single time. Some days may not have the expansion. Like a Wednesday may not be the expansion, but if Wednesday's not the expansion, Thursday's going to be the expansion. You see what I'm saying? So once you get more acquainted and comfortable with it, then you'll start to understand that, okay, even though we had a down day, I'm not going to be thinking sales because today is a reversal day. We're also at an order block. We also took sell side. You feel what I'm saying? Like all these things in place, it's so easy. It gets so easy once you start to really understand what you're doing. Now the hard part is mastering yourself. The hard part is stopping. The hard part is allowing yourself to be okay with what you made for the day or what you didn't make for the day. That's going to be the key. That's going to be the thing that messes you up.